Welcome to Comical, the comically fun trading card game. This is going to be our first episode of our new podcast, Comical Podcast. I'm Garrett,
And I'm James.
and today we will be playing the game for you and showing you how to play, along with just having fun overall. Um,
Yeah, we would like everybody to come and join us on our journey designing a new TCG for the market together. In our game, we are a satire of many popular superheroes and characters that you might know from comics and other media.
yeah,
You'll maybe possibly see some familiar faces, maybe not. It just kind of depends. But either way,
all original faces.
yes,
All of
all
them.
original characters
Yes.
completely.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think we're all going to have a pretty good time together, learning how to play and the ins and outs of the game. That being said, Garrett, would you like to start us off, or would you prefer?
Yes. I would. Do you want to roll for first turn?
Yeah, let's roll for first turn.
All right.
See who goes
all right.
first. Doubles. Garrett, you can do the first roll.
Oh,
Ooh,
a nine.
Ooh, that's going to
We
be a
don't have to be in
tough
sync there, but yeah,
thing for me to
nine.
beat.
A nine.
Nine. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right. All right. We
yeah,
just
let's
here
go
for an hour
again.
doing this.
Yeah, watch it.
A 10.
10. Oh, that's one better than last time. Can I beat it? I
No,
cannot.
that's pretty embarrassing, honestly. First mini
You know,
losses.
you know.
And this will be the first official episode probably going up on Comical.
This
And
is take 37 of our original. Yes, we've done quite a few takes, unfortunately, but
Ooh, I got
yep, we're starting again from the top this time. Hopefully, we get it right. That being said, Garrett, do you want me to kind of explain the basics of Comical while you draw out your cards?
Yeah, of course.
So more or less, the game begins by everybody drawing 7 cards from the top of their 50-card deck. 49 cards, technically, as you might notice, we have these two out here. These 2 cards that we start the game out with are location cards. The goal of the game is to attack your opponent's location and reduce your opponent's location's fortification to 0 and destroy their town, building, what may have you that they're defending, more or less. Right now, we have 2 different types of locations. We have locations that can be defended by heroes and locations that can be defended by villains. On the very first turn of the game, we call it the epilogue stage of the game. In the epilogue, we start with 1,000 credits that is given to us. Oh wait, I said epilogue, didn't I? I meant the prologue. You know what I mean? It's just so many terms nowadays. But yes, we start in the prologue phase. We gain 1,000 credits. That's given to us by our location that you can see in the top right-hand corner of these location cards. And we can use those 1,000 credits to pay and play cards from our hand that have credit costs.
Yep.
So Garrett, go ahead and give us a demonstration here.
Yes, absolutely. So when playing your character cards in Comical, you will have a total of, I mean, really it's 9 different spaces, but you have 3 main character spaces that you can place in. We'll have math in the future to show that a little bit better. That you can play your characters in to directly oppose them, and then you have these side character slots back here, 2 for each lane. And so I'm going to start the game off with playing in my middlemost position, the Puzzler.
Oh, the Puzzler.
And the Puzzler, using his ability, he costs 300 credits. We start the game off with 1,000 due to our location in the prologue. And so I use 300 credits to buy him. I'm going to go down to a total of 700 credits with buying him at 300. And what he allows me to do is I can look at the top 5 cards on my deck, and if there is a main character card, then I can put them into my hand. If not, I have to shuffle my deck. So I'm going to draw 5 cards here. And look. and I found a main character card, and then I'm going to shuffle into my deck.
All right, all right. A pretty strong start so far for first turn, getting a bit of advantage in the hand there.
And if we want to talk about real quick how you win the game of Comical.
Well, I had mentioned earlier that
Yep.
the whole goal is to reduce your opponent's location to zero, zero fortification.
Yep.
You do start at 300. Usually that's also something determined by your location card here. Your location card has all sorts of different effects, but your primary goal is to defend it from damage. So more or less here, in the case of my location, which is Big Townsville, I have 300 location health, and I start the game with 1,000 credits for it. But I also gain 50 credits at the beginning of my turn for each main character I control, and another 25 credits for every side character I control, though that won't come into play on the prologue phase of the game. It has additional effects. But we'll get into exactly what that does a little later, perhaps when that effect triggers later in the game, potentially.
So I don't really have too much else I want to play right now. I think I'm going to leave it how it is, leave it with the puzzler on the field, and I'm going to hand it off to you. My turn ends.
I can go with that. So morale does not change, and no credits are gained for turn during the prologue phase, and you also cannot declare attacks during the prologue phase. It's really just a turn of setup, more or less. So yeah, that being said, nothing additionally can happen, so we go to my turn, and I don't draw a card because we're in the prologue. So tell you what, I mean, the only thing I can think to do here, come off to a decent start. Well, I haven't surrendered just yet. Now, Garrett.
Yeah. Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play an event card from my hand. I'm going to pay 100 credits and play the event card New Issue from my hand. And New Issue has one.
You always have issues.
Yeah, I do have many issues, but this is a new one. Regardless, though, with New Issue, a new issue comes out for one of the characters' comic books, and I gain an extra 100 credits on the start of my turn for the next 5 turns. So that's a decent start. Now, we're in a bit of trouble here. I don't have a ton of options with me, but there's a couple of things I can do. Given the fact that he's got the puzzler out, I'm going to want to take care of that, or do I?
No, you don't have to do anything. You could.
You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to spend 200 credits, right?
Okay.
To go down to 700 credits. And I'm actually going to play a corrections officer.
The
corrections. The education connections officer over.
Corrections.
Yes, exactly. In this far right column here, typically the corrections officer is a side character. So I could play him in my back 6 slots, but in this case, since I control or have no main characters to use, I can put him in a main character position.
Yeah, and that goes the same thing for the puzzle. You can see at the top left of their cards, they'll have a little S for their side character.
Yeah.
Titles, and let's see. Have anything else you want to do?
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's all I can do for now, so I'm going to track the fact that I have 700 credits left over, and I'm going to pass my turn, which will,
So that's a lot of credits.
It is. That being said,
you're going to pass your turn? All right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, man. Yeah, it's your go.
Okay. So I gain 50 credits due to my location's ability. And so now I gain an extra 50. Since it's turn one you gain 100 credits.
That is correct, yeah.
And then the credits will incrementally go up every turn. So turn 2, you'll gain 200 credits. Turn 3, 300, all the way up to turn 10, which you gain 1,000. Turn 9, you gain 900, all of that. So I gain 50 credits due to my location's ability. Every character I have on the board, I gain 50 credits. And so I gain that plus the 100. I am now up to 850 credits.
Okay.
And let me see what I want to do.
Garrett off to a strong start. I'm wondering what he's cooking up over there. Probably nothing good for me. but we'll see about that.
We shall see about that. Let's see. If I do that, see, I go
Yes. Oh,
750.
man. The thinking is crazy, folks.
Well, I can't quite say what I'm thinking without giving away my stratagem.
It's your stratagem.
Yeah, it's my secret stratagem.
Interesting.
It's a long game. That's what it is.
The long game.
I'm also doing head math.
Head
So
math.
I'm going to go ahead and play the Smug Smuggler in my left lane, directly opposing the corrections officer. And I'm going to use his ability, Smugly Smuggling.
Oh, man.
And what
He's
that allows
real
me to do,
smug there.
what that allows me to do is I can draw 3 cards, and from those 3 cards drawn, I can keep one, and then I can trash one, and I can shuffle the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this one, trash this one, and I just put that in my discard pile right there.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to shuffle this one into my deck.
Okay.
And so now I have Smug Smuggler just completely opposing
Corrections
his
officer.
side.
Yeah.
So the way that you deal damage to an enemy's location is if they have one of these spots open, one of their main positions open, and there's nothing defending that spot, you can directly attack their location straight on.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't want to point it out because I was hoping Garratt would forget about that rule.
No, that's like the main rule. Okay. And so now he has no one opposing the puzzler. I'm going to attack his location for 30 damage.
Dang it. Okay.
Big hidden.
Well, okay, so I go down to 270 location fortification.
Okay, we rhyming now, or
oh yeah, you know what I mean?
That's something we're doing.
Back in the day, they used to call me Skittles, the lesser-known rapper beneath Eminem.
Okay.
As if every white man's never made that joke.
Okay. Moving on. I don't really have too much else to do. In my turn, I go down to 750 credits, and I'm gonna hand it off to you.
Okay. So my turn will happen. I control one side character in the form of corrections officer, so therefore I will gain 25 credits for that. However, at turn 1, I will gain 100 credits for turn 1. Plus, due to new issue.
Wait, I don't think I pulled a card last time.
well, it's a little late for that.
I don't think I pulled a card.
So I actually go up to 925 credits because I saved so many last turn.
Wow.
Yes. But this turn is going to be different.
Will it now?
Oh, it shall, because I draw. Okay.
And,
not what I'm going to do.
While he's debating what he's going to do, I'm going to go over a little bit of elephant in the room for anyone that is curious about the cards, especially the artwork. So right now, all of the actual aspects that are not the portrait art is all originally made. But as far as the portrait art is concerned, all of that is completely AI generated. And the reasoning for that is that all of these cards that you see and that you will see are all prototypes right now. They are purely just a show and to show the vision of the game to people. And they are not for any kind of commercial use or selling. By the time we want the game to officially come out, either online or in stores, however, in what capacity we want to get all of the art of all 200 currently made cards completely remade by professional artists, which we're in talks with a couple right now.
Yeah, we're already in talks with a couple local artists.
Along with that, if you are artists and you do want to, again, participate with making some art for the game as well, we will again graciously accept some really talented artists coming onto the project as well. We need as many as we can get.
Please feel free to reach out at the comical email address that we'll have tagged here, or directly to us on Comical's one of our social media pages. We'll also be looking for you out there in the comments. But that being said, while Garratt was discussing the elephant in the room, I came up with a flawless strategy. So now, time to show off another new type of card.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 500 credits.
500, okay. It's a lot of credits.
It is a lot of credits to play an asset card from my hand.
Okay.
So asset cards, the way they work, they are typically physical items that you can pay their price for to attach them to a character you control, as long as it meets a certain requirement. Usually some assets have no requirements, but in this case, I'm going to be playing Super Soldier Serum and putting it onto my corrections officer, the generic Walmart branded great value Super Soldier Serum on the corrections officer. When it's attached to a human, if the human stats are less than 50-50-50, they become 50-50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So corrections officer now becomes 50-50-50 with Super Soldier Serum attached to him. But wait,
scary.
There is more, actually, because what I'm going to do here...
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, because what I'm going to do here... Oh, wait a second. What
are you going to do here?
I can't.
No, come on, James. No, we all want to see it. We all want to see it.
Well, okay,
come
so
on.
let James explain. Okay, I'll explain the strategy more or less. So, I was going to attach an additional card to my corrections officer. It was actually another type of card similar to assets called power cards. They have this green border here. Now, power cards can only be attached to a character if that character meets the requirements to be attached to a power card, like having a particular power that is required by the power card. In this case, my corrections officer only has the melee fighting power. So another card that would require a power such as projectiles wouldn't be attachable to corrections officer unless something gave him that power, or something to that effect. So I cannot double up on corrections officer. No. But you know what I can do? I can have corrections officer attack smug smuggler.
Okay.
So basically, we haven't really explained how attacking works, but corrections officer is going to attack smug smuggler, basically, for 50 points of damage, because his attack stat is now 50. Smug smuggler only has 10 defense, meaning that his damage would be reduced by 10. So we go from 50 to 40 damage that is then dealt to health. In the case of all side characters, they only have 10 points of health typically. So, Smug Smuggler is defeated.
Yep. And so I'm going to put him off to my discard pile as well. And is there anything else you want to do in the turn?
Man, there's nothing I really can do. I'm just going to have to end my turn there.
All right. So it turns to turn 2. And with it being turn 2, I draw a card, and I gain 50 credits for the puzzler being there. So that makes me go up to a clean 800 plus 200. I gain a total of 1,000 credits. So now I'm back up to 1,000, what I was at originally at the start of the game. And so what I'm going to do now with that...
continue.
What I'm going to do now with that entire 1,000 credits...
Oh, no. Wait a second. He's about to play what I think he is, isn't he? Oh, no. He's got Thanoside in his hand. It's over.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No. What I'm going to play is probably worse than that.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to play...
Is it Mixopolis?
Is in my rightmost lane... Thanoside.
Oh, it was Thanoside.
And so now for all my credits, I'm now broke. I have nothing.
Oh
Nothing
no.
to my name but Thanacide. Thanaside's ability is Inspire Dread. Whenever he comes out onto the field, he knocks down the morale of the entire field by 25 points. So I'll get into morale right now for you guys.
Ugh.
Morale is a system that pretty much determines basically how happy everyone is on the enemy side or how upset and not feeling good everyone is on the enemy side. The villains want to make morale as low as possible, while the heroes want to make it as high as possible. And so morale starts at a clean 50, just 50 points, and it can either go all the way up to 100 morale for the heroes to get extra benefits, or it can go all the way down to 0 morale so that the villains get extra benefits with that. So whenever Benasite comes on, he just immediately drops it by 25. It was still at 50, and now it drops down all the way to 25. So with it dropping down, all the way down to that, my assets are reduced due to my ability of my location card. For every -10 in morale, all my asset cards become 50 credits cheaper. So right now they'd be 100 credits cheaper.
Oh, that's tough.
That it is. That it is. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attack your location directly for 30. I was supposed to say 300.
300.
300.
It's over.
I'm gonna attack your location directly for 120 through Thanacide, and then 30 with the Puzzler, both attacking for a total of 150 damage
Yep.
to your location.
There's nothing I can do about that. So my location will take that 150 damage. We go down to
120.
120. Man, so that was unfortunate.
And yeah, I'm kind of broke now, so that's where I end my turn. But I ended my turn very happily.
Okay. So
We
yeah,
need a big comeback.
this is pretty rough. My turn will start. I gain 25 credits for controlling a side character, so now I'm at 450, and I will gain 300 credits, 200 for my turn, plus 100 because of new issue. So that being said, I would go up from 4 to 750. Well, let me draw from the top of my deck. Ooh, this is not good, people.
This is not good.
Not good. Okay, so yeah, pretty much the only thing I can think to do here is try
Give up.
to. No. Well, basically, I mean, I'll be real with you. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I mean, the only thing I can really do is have corrections officer attack your location directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ow!
50
No.
points of
Oh.
damage.
How could you? I'm at 250.
Oh no. Yeah, and that's game probably. I end my turn.
Okay, so my turn starts. It goes to turn 3. On turn 3, I gain 300 credits plus 50 per each character. So I'm gonna be at a solid 400 credits right now. While I'm at 400 credits, also with the change in turn, I should also mention morale change. So morale will go up by 5 for every hero that is on the board, and it will go down by 5 for every villain that's on the board. So right now you can see we only have 1 civilian card on the board, which doesn't affect morale at all, and we have 2 villain cards on the board, which makes it go down by 10. So morale with the turn change will go from 25 to 15. If James, if you could fix that. And so now, in addition to that, my credit cost for my assets also goes down by another 50 for a total of 150 credits off of any of my assets.
This is tough.
Yeah,
Very tough.
I could still drop the ball. There is a possibility that I mess up here. You never know. Actually, it's really anyone's game right now.
Oh yeah.
It's really hard to know who is going to come out on top right now. Let's see. I would do that. I'm gonna go ahead and attach Rusty Wrench
No.
to Thanoside.
Oh no.
He's gonna be attacking with a Rusty Wrench. That gives me plus 20 to my attack. So now he's sitting at a
Cool.
pretty
40.
Yeah, a pretty small 140 attack.
Small.
And then I'm also going to put Low Life Lemon Lobber onto my left side of the field as well. Low Life Lemon Lobber's Anyways, Low Life Lemon Lobber's ability is Win Life, and what that allows you to do is throw lemons at the enemy, decreasing both their attack and defense by 10.
Yeah.
So now his corrections officer is only hitting for 140.
Yeah, he's hitting for 140. Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay. He's hitting for 40-40. Him and Thanoside hitting for the same amount. That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
And so now that I'm fully set up, that cost me about, let's see, that's 150, 200. I'm down to 50 credits. And I'm going to just go ahead and attack you for a total of, let's see, that's 140 plus 30, 170. Where does that put you at?
I'm pretty sure that put that negative 50.
You live that or?
My location becomes a graveyard.
Well, we haven't done the math yet. We haven't. You are at 120. You got hit for 170.
Negative 50.
Negative.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's game.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty close match.
A pretty close match. That is a rough start, people. That is very rough. But this is what happens when you have no other hero cards in your hand.
It's more of a matter of skill. No luck was involved in any of that. It was pure, unadulterated skill.
I was just warming up that time.
That is what we said all of the last time we recorded. So a little bit of behind the scenes here.
No.
A little bit of behind the scenes here. We had recorded, I think, 2 full sessions, one unfiltered version and one normal, like what was going to be our original session for this first episode. And what ended up happening is a few of the files on both ended up getting corrupted, overwritten, and sort of missing footage. I think of your face cam and then of mine in another one. And so they're not really able to be fully used. But we think we're just going to go ahead and upload those.
Post them to the Patreon.
Yeah, I think we're going to upload those to our Patreon along with a extra fully unfiltered version of the again of a full another episode. So again, whenever our Patreon, I think it would be live by the time this comes out. It will already have 3 additional episodes. Again, they won't be the best because, again, most of it will just be the board and the audio, but it will be still a lot of fun. Both of those were a lot of fun too.
They were very close games, closer than these than this game just went. I promise you that. But
during those, we played a total of 5 extra games, and one of us won 4 of them. The other one of us won 1, even after switching decks.
It was one really good game. That's what I'm saying. I just felt like being very generous towards him.
Yeah, he's very generous. He's very generous today as well.
That's exactly what I am.
That's kind of the person that he is. He doesn't win games. He lets the other person feel good about themselves. And
I'm a good-hearted soul.
He's a good-hearted person. Yeah. Despite claiming to be competitive.
Okay. Well, you know what? This time, I start first. And this time, I get to reveal my true power because I have
unlocking everything. Huh?
I have a crazy good start. I'm gonna give them crazy work today, people. Let's see. Okay.
We on?
Huh?
Okay.
Let's see.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So let me know when I get to go.
You don't get to go.
I don't get to go?
No.
Well, I'm gonna go anyway, people. Even though I'm playing the heroes, totally not villainous. Anyway,
not villainous.
So during my preparation phase, I'm gonna go ahead
and give up
and play Superfan.
Okay.
To my back line.
Okay.
So Superfan, whenever I play him, I can pull any side character from my deck to my hand.
All
I
right.
will search my deck for another side character.
We both start back off at 1,000 credits. Morale goes back to 50, which is base. And you'll see that on the cards as well. And then we go back to our prologue phase.
For sure. What I'm going to do here is...
And I know we'll have a more detailed tutorial on how to play.
Show the camera the side character I'm pulling here.
We'll have a more detailed tutorial, of how to play and everything.
We put this up. This is meant to be kind of just the fun podcast type thing here. You know what I mean?
No,
like we're just chilling right now, as the kids say. We're hip and young with it, Garrett. You know what I mean? And that's why they come for us.
I do the things human do. I do skateboard like human does.
Oh yes. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend 300 more credits. That'll put me down to 500 to play an event card here, fundraiser, and basically, I make an extra 175 credits at the start of my turn for 3 turns, and I draw an extra card once. So I'm going to go ahead and draw for my 1 extra draw.
It looks like you're having an intruder.
Oh yes. If it isn't Kitten, the official mascot, she'll get on me.
She'll go. She's making her way. She's making her way.
The official mascot of Comical here.
Yes.
She's coming to my side to help me win this match. Let's see. Speaking of Kitten, actually, I am going to spend 200 more credits to play the card Cat Stuck in a Tree.
Oh,
and with this card, it is going to send 1 character to the off-screen pile, and for 1 turn. And when they come back, the board gains 15 morale, and I gain 500 credits. So Superfan is actually going to go to the off-screen pile to rescue the cat stuck in a tree. And for now, I think that is going to be my whole prologue phase, and I am going to... Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm going to end my prologue phase with 300 credits still in the bank.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So let's see. What I'm going to do is... Man, I don't know that much here. So I'm going to play for 1,000 credits.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Kidding. For 800 credits, I'm going to play Minxopoly.
Ooh.
In my rightmost lane.
Okay.
Now, Minxopoly's ability is multiversal... What? Multidimensional. I thought it was multiversal.
When you create the cards and can't pronounce the ability for it. Go on.
Yeah, so multidimensional. And what that allows him to do, he has infinite defense. The reason for that is he can only be damaged by attacks of even numbers. So if he's attacked by any odd numbers, they are completely ineffective against him. So if he gets hit for 30 damage, it will not damage him ever. But if he gets hit for 40, it will always damage him, and it'll go straight to his HP. It will just completely bypass his defense, making him a very unique character in the entire game. And so that uses 800 of my credits. I go down to 200, and I think that is what I'm going to be playing for my first turn.
Yeah, that's a tough first turn. Well, prologue phase does end, so we are on turn 1. At the beginning of my turn, I believe my credit gain would be the first thing to happen. So I'll gain 100 credits per turn, going out to 400 credits. Fundraiser will activate, giving me an additional 175, so that puts me at 575. And Cat Stuck in a Tree will finish, having Superfan return to the side character position. Morale on the board increases by 15 for saving the kitten,
Okay.
sending us to 65 starting morale. And I additionally gain 500 credits for that. So now I am at 1,000 credits.
1,075.
1,075
Yep.
to be specific, with Superfan on the board. Let's see what I'm going to do now. So I think the only logical thing to do here would be to buy myself some time.
Buy yourself some time.
Yeah, I'm going to spend 200 credits here to actually send Minxopoly to jury duty for 2 turns. So for 2 turns, Minxopoly goes to the discard pile. Not the discard pile, the off-screen pile. Sorry about that. Yeah, and that being said, I am not going to step up Superfan or do anything with him just yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn there.
Awesome. So it turns to it's still turn 1. It's hard to tell because you keep misplacing the dice on it.
I do that on purpose.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's on purpose. So I draw my card. That's 2 cards. Draw my card, and what I'm going to do is, I gain 100 credits due to the turn change. So now I'm at 300 credits. Let's see what I want to do. I'm going to save that. I'm going to play Catnapper onto the field, and she is going to kidnap Superfan, and they are both going to go into
off-screen
pile for 1 turn.
Dangerous. Okay.
And so now that is about it. I go to 200 credits or 100 credits.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
All right. So that is tough. I lost my Superfan, but it's not too big of a loss. So we're now on turn 2 of the game. So I will gain 200 credits for my turn. That will put me up to 975. Fundraiser will raise me an additional 175, which means I would be at 1150 now for my my total credits, which is quite a few total credits. So 1150 here.
That's quite a few.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and draw for my turn. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead now and spend. I'm going to spend everything except for 150 credits to play Super Duper Man in the middle position. Dun, da, da. No. Super Duper Man is going to attack Garrett's location directly for 100 points of damage. Hit him with that ice breath.
He doesn't have ice breath.
He has breath.
He doesn't have the power.
Okay, never mind. Okay, it's 100 damage. He punches the city. He's got super strength.
He punches the city. Takes out a third of it.
It's
also not a city. It's the evil laboratory of doom.
Yes. That being said, oh yeah, it is the laboratory of doom. That's right. Never mind.
Laboratory.
That being said, I'm gonna have to go ahead and end my turn. It is your turn, Garrett.
Okay. Catnapper comes back. And with that, do I get Minxopoly back this turn? Or is it
it's 2 turns.
2 turns.
So on your next turn you'll get Minxopoly back.
Okay. So it's turn 2, I gain 200 credits up to 300 now. I'm kind of rolling the credits. And I'm going to play in my leftmost lane Meddling Kids.
Meddling Kids?
For 100 credits, putting me down to 200. and if a character has a transformation, it forces them to go into the off-screen pile for 1 turn.
But Super Duper Man was not played using his transformation.
But if they have a transformation,
As a transformation.
that's what the card says. If they have a transformation.
So do I have to search my deck for his transformation?
No. I would say just put them into the off-screen pile.
Oh, I see. Well, that sucks. All right. You can.
Superfan does come back out.
Well, not until my turn, right? Her ability says for 1 turn, so.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he wouldn't come back until my turn started.
Yep. And so now, with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and attack you for a whopping 20 damage and 10 damage. For a total of 30 damage.
I take 30 points.
Meddling kids, they go and they kick a couple of the street
trash cans.
They go with the trash cans.
Cat Napper takes some valuables from a bank.
Yeah, Meddling Kids' ability is called Unmasking the Truth.
I can tell.
This straight through his.
This is rough. Ooh, very rough. Okay.
No, so the Cat Napper's ability is the Nap Catter.
Yeah,
right. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end my turn. It is your turn.
Okay, so my turn starts. We are now on turn 3. I will gain 300 credits. That will be putting me up to 450 for that.
Wow.
Morale on the board did lower
by 5
down to 60. However, my location, Big Townsville, has a special ability that says at the start of my turn, for every plus 10 morale from base, which is 50, I gain an additional 100 credits. So I go up to 550 credits. You invented that ability. And, then I will gain additional credits from Fundraiser, which will give me 175. In this case, that'll take me up to 725 in my credits. However, the Fundraiser does end this turn, and Jury Duty will also end technically this turn, but you don't get them back until the start of your turn.
Okay.
But that being said, Superfan returns to the board in a side character position.
Yep.
Does Super Duper Man return, or is it not until the start of my next turn?
The start of next turn.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I've got 700 credits, so I might as well ball out a little bit. I'm going to spend 300 of those credits.
Okay.
To, in the background, next to Superfan, play Unqualified Guard.
Oh.
Unqualified Guard is going to immediately start shooting randomly.
No.
And so I want him to shoot the kids. He shoots kids. Oh no. Oh no, indeed.
What is his ability called again?
Yeah, his ability is called Fire at Will. Yes, he fires at will. And now that there's
to explain his ability, what it does, again, for people that are listening, on the audio side of things, whenever he's placed onto the field, he's able to shoot at any character dealing 10 points of damage directly to their health. So it bypasses defense and it just hits them straight for health.
Yes.
And they took out my Meddling Kids since they only have 10 HP.
Very true.
He took out all 4 of them plus the capybara. It was one bully.
The ricochet on that's crazy. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and spend
they're all lined up.
400 more credits, so I lose everything but 50 credits, I believe.
Okay.
To, in my rightmost lane, play the sidekick of Super Duper Man, Duper Boy.
Duper Boy, okay.
And Duper Boy is going to attack your location directly for 40 points of damage. Smacking it with his Super Boy strength.
So I'm down to 160 HP now. All right.
Okay. And as of right now, that's everything I can do. Additionally, due to Duper Boy's ability, If there's no negative increases to morale until the start.
No negative decreases to morale.
Wait, that's a double entendre. Morale cannot be lowered.
No decrease to morale.
Yes, morale cannot be lowered until the start of my next turn.
Yes.
So I will then end my turn.
All right, and it's turn 3. I gain 50 credits from having one character on the field, and so I gain.
You do get
50.
Minxopoly back.
I do get Minxopoly back in my rightmost position, and so now let's see. What do I want to do? I also gain 300 credits, so now I'm up to 550. 550 credits. So let's see what I want to do with said credits. Okay, so I'm going to bank my credits, which I don't think is something that we've really explained so far. If you have like credits, you can just save them for every turn, and they can build every turn.
Yeah, we've kind of been doing that.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't blatantly state it.
Yeah.
In a lot of card games, you'll lose resources between turns and phases and things like that. But in our game, you keep your credits at all times, even when you pass your turn. Yeah. So that is one thing that makes Comical a little difference, aside from the whole morale system.
Yeah. So something I'm going to do is I'm going to directly.
Directly me. That's
directly you.
That's a very dangerous move.
Nah, I'm good. I'm actually gonna attack you for 100 damage with Minxopoly and 20 damage with the Catnapper, for a total of 120.
So I'm gonna take that 120.
Yes, you will.
I will go down to 150 health.
Right there.
That's tough.
So low.
That is tough. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, I'm also just gonna play for 400 credits Captain Oblivious.
Oh boy, yeah.
Into my leftmost lane for 400. Put me down to 150, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Yeah, that's tough. That's very tough for me. Okay, so my turn will start. I will gain 400 credits per turn. And I believe I had 50 before, so I'm currently at 450. Morale is 60, so I gain an additional.
Morale actually goes down here by 5.
It cannot.
Oh yeah, it cannot.
Superboy's ability.
Yeah.
Therefore, my morale is at 60, and I gain an additional 100 credits for that. I control 3 side characters as well. So I'll actually gain 75 additional credits, which will put my board at 625.
625.
625. And
funnier than 624.
625. Super Duper Man will then return to the field.
Oh, good for him! Wow,
the Catnapper.
That's so cool.
So I will also draw for my turn, which is not bad here.
Did I not draw again?
Did you not draw? Please tell me you drew.
I don't think I drew.
Oh my lord, Garrett! How do you forget to draw? You forgot the name.
I haven't drawn in a while. You know, you forget how to use a pen.
Understandable. Okay. You know what I think the only logical thing to do here is I'm going to go ahead and step up my super fan to take on Minxopoly here, which doesn't seem like a very smart decision. However, oh wait a second. It's probably because it's not a smart decision. I thought I was cooking something in my head, but I really wasn't. Unless, see, the only thing I can think of, though.
You're cooking copium. That's what you're cooking.
That is what I'm cooking. I'm actually going to spend you know what? Let me do this first before I do that. Super Duper Man is going to go ahead and declare an attack. He's going to attack the catnapper for 100 points of damage.
And she only has 10 health and 20, so she gets for 80.
She's obliterated. Super Duper Man throws her into the stratosphere. And what Super Duper Man's ability, Inspire Hope, happens whenever he defeats an enemy. Raise the morale of the board by 10, and I immediately gain 200 credits. So I gain 200 credits, and morale is increased again to 70 from where it's at now. See what we can do. Anything else? No, I'm not gonna give up just yet. What I'm gonna do here actually is go ahead and the only thing I can think to do. Oh well, then again, I guess none of this stuff would really work.
You could attack Misopoli with your super fan.
That'd be a terrible decision though, because Superfan would be annihilated.
So I guess we should talk about how combat works, or just attacking.
Go ahead and kind of explain
whenever you attack a character, they at the same time attack you back for again their damage. So whenever
two characters exchange damages in a fight.
So when Super Duper Man attacks Catnapper for 100 damage, she attacks him back for 20, but Super Duper Man has 100 defense, so it does nothing. And so again, maybe if she did like 110, it would bypass that defense and do 10 damage to his HP. But he also has a ton of HP, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. Man. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to actually have to pass my turn here because there's nothing else I can really do.
So I'm going to draw my card first. I'm going to do that first. And let's see. So it's turn 4, right?
Yes.
I gain 400 credits plus my 2 characters. I gain a total of 500. So now I'm up to 650 credits.
Look at him, people squirming, trying to fill a slot to defend against Super Duper Man. You can't defend against Super Duper Man. That stuff about me losing 4 games in a row yesterday, that was nothing. You know, he just made all that up.
I made all of that up.
Make himself look better. You know what I mean?
Yes, I made it all up.
He's about to be defeated horribly here.
So what I'm going to do here is...
Oh, he doesn't even know what it is.
I'm going to, for 400 credits, I'm going to play Eternity Gem known as Knowledge Gem. And with playing that costs 400, takes me down to 200 credits, 250 credits. Whenever played, my character of Misopoli, he has every power in the entire game. So it allows me to draw an extra card. But when played, if he already has super intelligence, which he does because he has every power, I get to actually go search for any card and pull it into my hand.
Yeah, that's a really, really bad situation because now it can potentially give him something to fill the gap between Super Duper Man and his location, which is rather unfortunate for me. But we're gonna figure something out, more or less.
He won't figure anything out.
Yeah.
He's coping.
It's a tough situation, though, to be honest with you. But he's putting up a noble fight against me this game. Noble fight indeed. But he won't last too long. He won't last too long at all. Regardless, we appreciate everybody, for actually coming out and watching the video. If you've gotten this far or listening to the podcast, we plan on making many, many more of these in the future, just to get the word out there about the card game that we're working on. If anybody has, questions, ideas, comments, please leave it down in the comments section of the video. We will be checking out quite a few of those as we go on. Let's see if my long spiel of dialogue has given Garrett enough time to choose a card yet.
Okay. I picked a card. All right. So I picked a card, and I'm just shuffling a little bit.
Oh man. Every day is shuffling.
What card?
Oh man, I wonder what it could be.
And so now I'm actually gonna go ahead and use Minxopoly's additional power of reality is a joke. And with that, every turn I get this ability. I just kind of forgot about it. I can draw 5 cards, discard 2, keep 2, and shuffle 1.
Oh man.
So 1, 2,
Yet I'm the one who's
3,
coping, but he's
4,
trying to get a hand like that.
5.
That's wild. That is wild.
And so let's see what I want.
We'll see indeed.
We're gonna go ahead and keep these 2. I'm going to discard. Yeah. I'm gonna discard these 2 and then shuffle this one back into my deck. So these 2 cards got discarded. This one, I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle back into my deck.
Not bad, not bad.
And so now I have a little bit more to work on. Work with.
Uh-oh.
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and attack.
Oh. You are, huh?
I'm gonna attack what's his face?
Is gonna attack Superfan?
Superfan.
Oh,
and hit him for 100 damage.
Yeah, Superfan is obliterated. It reminds me of that scene in the first Spider-Man, wherever Green Goblin breaks in while Aunt May is praying. This guy was just worshiping Super Duper Man on the wall. Minxopoly just breaks into his house and murders him brutally.
And so that's where I'm going to end my turn.
So, yeah, that was a pretty good end to turn. We go to turn 5, I believe.
Turn 5.
And at the beginning of turn 5, I will gain 500 credits for turn 5. Morale actually goes up by 5 at the end of Garrett's turn because there are more heroes than villains. So we're at 75 morale. Due to having 75 morale, I gain an additional 200 credits because of Big Townsville. So we go up again, 200. And I control a main character and 2 side characters, so I gain an additional 100 credits from that. So I'm at 1,600 credits, and I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn.
Okay. So
let's see. So what I'm going to do here is actually a little unconventional. I'm going to step up Unqualified Guard against Minxopoly, and I'm going to go ahead on Unqualified Guard, and I'm going to spend 500 credits to equip the Unqualified Guard with the Super Soldier Serum from last game, so his stats will be maxed out at 50-50-50, right? But I'm not done there. Because I'm going to spend 300 more credits to then equip the power card to Unqualified Guard, raining projectiles. So he gains an additional 20 attack.
Okay.
Now, typically, Unqualified Guard, right, he wouldn't be able to deal any damage at all to Minxopoly since, 70 would technically, or 7 would be an odd number. But due to raining projectiles, Unqualified Guard can attack any position. So I'm going to have him attack Captain Oblivious. He didn't even see it coming. He gets shot from 3 positions away, taken out. And what I'm going to do here is spend 400 more credits. So I only have about 400 left to play Supersonic Punch and equip it to Super Duper Man. So Super Duper Man is now attacking for 130, and Duper Boy is attacking for 40. So I'm going to attack your location for 170 damage directly.
Do I have that?
I don't.
I
lose.
-10.
That is game.
No.
Yes, -10. It is a super duper victory for the Heroes of Big Council.
No, please never say that again.
No,
oh my God,
yeah,
please.
no,
So bad.
Come on now.
No,
That was good.
No,
It was funny, man. It was comical. You know what I mean?
Man.
Come on. Good game.
You didn't give me a handshake last game.
Oh, I forgot, didn't I? I meant to give you a handshake last game, Garrett.
Okay, we'll do a handshake for both games.
This game. Handshake 1, handshake 2.
Yeah, we'll do 2.
Those were for both games. We're 1-1 right now, everybody. How far along are we on our podcast time?
I think we're about an hour in.
We're about an hour in.
Yeah.
Do we have tiebreaker game? Or should we call it?
I think maybe we can have a tiebreaker game on the unfiltered.
Ooh, the unfiltered. Make the people bite their fingernails to see who will come out on top from today's game.
Yeah, I think about time here.
Yeah, understandable. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for tuning in and coming to see us play Comical, at least the prototype version of Comical. Garrett had quite the loaded hand there. And he had the MacGuffin gauntlet in his hand. Well, maybe you'll get to see that one in the unfiltered later. But that being said, everybody, we appreciate everybody for tuning in to these videos, whether you be friends, family of us, or if you're just the general public coming to see what the heck Comical is. We appreciate everybody for coming out and listening to us.
A little bit more on our additional episodes. So we'll have all of that on our Patreon, which will be linked down below as well. So on there, we'll already have, again, 2 more episodes of our original sessions of these podcasts that we did. And it's going to be 2 unfiltered episodes. Again, these should have a little bit higher quality than what those will. And so, feel free to check that out if you want to support us.
Yeah, man. If you want to watch Garrett beat somebody 4 times in a row, who definitely wasn't me. It was some guy who sounds a lot like me, but it wasn't me. If you want to watch that, you should definitely go check it out on our Patreon. And we are going to have our tiebreaker game there as well for the first episode of Comical. Thankfully, I think we got it on this 37th take. So we're going to close it out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And follow us on all of our socials as well. And right now, I think that will be it.
All right, everybody.